Hey guys, it's me, it's QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another awesome edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give us a thumb up, share it with everybody that you know, and drop us a positive comment in the comment section. It would also be really fabulous if you checked out underneath this video and maybe, I don't know, become a patron on Patreon or hit me up. All my information for my email and all of my social media stuff is underneath there. Maybe call me, or not, well, I wouldn't say call me. I would say inbox me or email me, and I'll be so happy to give you a reading. Okay, so today we're going to do some fun stuff. We're going to take a look at another one of the decks. Now, I told you this particular creator gave me 4 decks as a gift, and the purpose, let me show you the picture on the front. The purpose was for me to give an honest review of the Nest of Light Oracle. I already did the other 3, so this is the last one. This is the 4th Oracle, and so far her oracles have been a delight and a treat. I'm gonna tell you that. The website is called CorrineC.com, and underneath this video I will put the website and any other information that you need. As you can see, it's still in the plastic, and we're going to take it out. Let's cut this baby out and go for it. Yeah, if you take a look at her website, you will see that there are a number of decks on there, and I like them. If you want to, please check out my other reviews, because I'm going to release all 4 of these back to back as far as that's concerned, so you get to see them. And the box is a beautiful finish on it. Nice and hard and sturdy, will last you the test of time. We're going to take off the top. There are no holes, finger holes on the sides of it, but it popped off really easily, so I don't think we're going to need it. There's nothing written inside of the box, and it comes in that plastic. So we're going to cut the plastic. I always cut the plastic because I saw a animal, I think it was a turtle. It might have been a turtle, and he had some of that plastic stuck on him, and it looked so painful. So I was like, I'm always going to remember that. Always going to remember to cut that plastic. So the first thing we're going to look at is the first card. It is Intention. It has a beautiful finish, like a linen finish, I think they call that one. That one might be a linen finish. This is the back of it, pretty like the box. Let's see. Nice stock, nice flip back. Yeah, great card stock. Not too thick, not too thin. These look like they would be great as far as that's concerned. Let's put them with a standard tarot size. So this card is standard tarot size, just about a hair longer. So good for big and small hands. And we know this picture. Intention, I'm taking it must be law of attraction kind of thing. So immediately I'm looking at the art. Ooh, and it looks like it's kind of cartoony to me. But I like it. Look at that color swirls. Vibration. I like the color swirls. Perception. They've made some very bold choices. It's not just all people. There's some people, but there's also some other choices being made here that I'm enjoying. I love her red hair and her freckles. And the candle. I love candles. Oh, see about the choices, just holding this bulb of light, bombs of light, it says. Let me see. Yeah, that's what it says, bomb of light. Okay. The dragon. I love dragons. I was born the year of the dragon, so I've always loved dragons. Ooh, that's pretty. A bed of light. Ah. So I wonder if this person is making some type of a dry potion to sprinkle over the bed. Because I actually have one. It's orris root, cinnamon. What is it? Orris root, cinnamon, and red roses. You crush them up and with a mortar and pestle salt lamp, okay, and sprinkle them on your mattress before you put on the sheets. It was an old spell that I saw, and it's supposed to keep, passion and, love and, that kind of thing in the bedroom. But I've been single, so I haven't had a chance to use it with anybody. So if any of you get a chance to use that, and let me know how it worked out for you. Yeah, just take the rose petals and take the cinnamon, take the orris root, crush it all together into a fine powder. Sprinkle it on the sheets underneath the fitted sheet or underneath. They did it on top of the mattress. So most people use the fitted over top of the mattress, unless you have a more complicated bedding structure. And let me know. Let me know how that works with the passion and spark. That's cool. This person is obviously at some type of a rave or a party. Love that. Oh, look at the teddy. Aww. One of the next decks I'm going to be showing you has a lot of teddy bears. So I've been noticing if a deck has toys. So this deck has teddies. Blue flame. And like I said, a lot of very powerful choices. I would love to see more older people in this deck. But this deck doesn't seem to have a focus on people. It seems to have, there are a lot of objects in this deck, so I don't really think that's going to be the focus. We're going to see from the guidebook, but I don't think that's sort of, oh, wait a minute. There is no guidebook. I just realized that, guys. We don't have a guidebook for this. So we have to look and see if it's online. Maybe there's an online guidebook. Oh, look at that. Rose flame. Beautiful. I did not notice that because all the other ones had a guidebook. Green flame. I'm guessing that's prosperity. Yeah, all the other decks she sent me had a guidebook with them. So that's interesting to me because that means that this deck can be read intuitively. Now, more than likely for a deck like this, there is a guidebook somewhere. Maybe it's an online guidebook. Awesome. I know these are being sold on Etsy. I'm going to give you the website underneath here. But I love the fact that if someone wanted to, they could read these intuitively. And if I'm not mistaken, these are from the Portuguese culture. That's where the package came from anyway. So I'm assuming that the creator and the business is in Portugal. I love this angel. As soon as I saw her, I was like, ooh. So yeah, their decks are very light. All of them. This is the fourth one that I've had the pleasure of being able to review. And they've all been pretty light. Healing, cosmic energies. This one here is definitely light and healing. Because the objects in here are the objects that we use in healing circles, drum circles, healing practices, crystal. I want a crystal bowl so bad. They are expensive. This is an interesting card. If I got this one, I would think that the person had to shed their armor or that they were a vulnerable person that needed to put on their armor. See, you get both kinds in this world. Sometimes you have people that need to calm it down a bit, and sometimes you have people that need to bring it up a bit. I love it. I love the card stock. I love the artistic choices that were made here. I love how free. Oh, she looks so free. I love how free and happy the people are. I'm guessing this is about the solar plexus. Your inner sun is your solar plexus. Light egg. The forest. Yeah, this looks like, if I'm correct, it looks like ancient Portugal to me. Like even in this picture here, that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of like ancient Portugal. But some of these choices are very modern too. So it's like you got a nice, look at her earrings. Those are clearly modern earrings. So you have a nice little Yeah, look at her suitcase. That's a modern suitcase. They didn't have those suitcases in ancient times, you know. So I love that. I love that combination. Oh, this is one of my favorite cards. Perfume magic. Awesome. I was just lighting incense. Ah, and I got my wish. I wanted some older people. Yeah, that's the only thing I would say about this particular deck that I would add to it. I would add some more old people. Maybe about 5 or 6 more. You know, there's nothing wrong with the choices that they've made here. They're very beautiful. Oh, look at that. Your altar setup. And the cards there are cards I've already shown you from this deck. So that was cool. Copy a little miniature version of them. That's decent. So yeah, it's like, it's beautiful. I love the different cultures. That monk was from the Asian culture. But that's the only change that I would make. If I was going to do any changes to this deck at all, I would add in older people. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Since I'm assuming it's the people of Portugal, oh, that's decent. In the pictures, I'm guessing those might have been the models for it. I'm not sure. But I'm thinking to myself, that's the only thing. This is the last one. That's the only thing I would have added to it, is some older people from that tradition, that culture. All right, guys, let me move this. Careful, careful. Don't drop the pretty cards. All right, so I am going to, they're easy to shuffle, I bet you. I can tell by looking at them. Yep. I can always tell by looking at a deck if it's going to be a pain in the butt to shuffle. The only deck I cannot shuffle is the Modern Witch Tarot. And I love the images. I love the concept of the deck, but I cannot use that deck because I can't shuffle it. So I could overhand shuffle it, but when I'm doing a reading for somebody, I need ease. There's two things I like. I like ease of the card movement. Like, these cards are moving very easily right now. And I'm not a big fan of borders. But again, as you see with this deck, the borders are very, very, very small. You know, I want to see as much of the artwork as possible. That's the thing. So I'm going to pull one. We don't have a guidebook. I don't think so. I'm going to look into that mystery. Let me see. So we're just going to grab one from the top. Let's put this down. Let's grab the first one we see. Oh, the crystal bowl. I just said I want a crystal bowl so bad. Push it back some. So if I got this card, I would assume that I should purchase a crystal bowl. Or I should listen to free crystal bowl music on YouTube, which is probably what I will do. It says here, yeah, there is no guidebook inside of here. So, yeah, I'm looking now to make sure I didn't miss anything. Yeah, there's no guidebook inside of here. So it must be a digital guidebook. A lot of creators are doing that now because it is more eco-friendly. So if you do choose to get this deck, make sure that you know how to utilize the guidebook. And underneath this video, I'll be sure to put any pertinent information. So if I got that, that's what I would think. I would think that it was telling me, yeah, girlfriend, listen to some crystal bowl music or treat yourself to one if applicable. This one is the Sacred Herbs card, because I'm going to use these intuitively. I'm going in. I'm going to look for the guidebook, but in the meantime, I'm going in. So I would assume that this one is saying that I should also, in my practice today or in the future, use sacred herbs, which I do. I use basil, I use bay leaves, I use cinnamon, I use orris root. I got a bag of different herbs. So this one would be telling me, I would assume, to use sacred herbs. Maybe learn some new sacred herbs. I don't know all of the herbs in the world, but I do have like 100 different types. So this might say, well, what type do you need for today? You know, like today's the full moon, so I'll definitely be doing a love spell today. So I'm definitely going to need cinnamon. Gotta have cinnamon for a love spell. And then let's say I pull one more. Oh, I said I love this one. Perfume Magic. And you know why I love that one right there, the Perfume Magic card? Because I make my own oils. They're right here next to me. One of them, I make my own oils, right? And I use them for a number of different things. That one is for prosperity. So I burn it in the oil burner. I put it on my hands, stuff like that. So it reminds me of that concept of perfume magic, because the idea is that it smells really good. All of my fragrances, all of my oils have a pretty fragrance to them, or the ones I add with essential oils have like a citrus flavor or something like that, or peppermint flavor to the scent, I mean. So when I look at the perfume magic, it makes me think of the oils that I make and use for myself. I have one for protection, I have one for prosperity, I have one for love, I have different ones. And over the years, some of you watching this may even have some of them. I sold them when I was in the States. I just stopped because I moved to Costa Rica and shipping isn't always the most convenient. So I stopped it, but I still use them myself, and I still make them during the full moons for myself. I have one for colds and flus and things like that. I think I have 7. I have one for, I think it's 7 different kinds. Yeah. One of them is for Het Heru. Het Heru's is the love oil. There's a Hoodie oil for meditation. So that's what that reminds me of when I saw that. And I'm like, oh my God. So any of you can do it too. You can make your own, oils. All you need is a carrier oil like grapeseed oil or coconut oil or something like that. Carrier oil, as they call it, almond oil. And what happens is you just add what you want to it. So you might add some herbs, some flowers. In my case, I add a little bit of essential oils to it just to make it that much sweeter. So yeah, that's what that reminds me of. So if I got this for me, those are what I would think. And today's the full moon, so I'm like, wait a minute. This is the stuff I got planned for today. So I'm thinking to myself, these cards are talking directly to me. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do with these. And I'm going to look and see if there is a guidebook online. And if there is one, I'll probably take a look at it. But for the most part, I think I'm going to use these intuitively, because they're not hard to understand what it's talking about. It's very self-explanatory, and the images are beautiful. So I think my clients will like these. All right, guys. Well, we are done. Please come back soon, because I have a lot more to say. See you later.